Hi, this is Brian Woodhouse with the Center for Entrepreneurship here at Madison College. We're committed to providing resources, ideas, and inspiration for you to grow or launch your small business. And this is this week's 2-minute TREP tip. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Martha Lester, Risk Management and Insurance Program Instructor at Madison College. And in this week's 2-minute TREP tip, we'll talk about insuring a business. A business faces high financial consequences if they have a loss to their property or are sued. The types of insurance needed for a business can be broken down into 4 categories: people, property, liability, and income. The people in a business are what keeps it running. Workers' compensation provides the monetary resources for medical bills, lost wages, and more if an employee is injured on the job. It is required in Wisconsin for all businesses that meet the definition of an employer. Does the business have an employee that highly contributes to its success? Key Employee Life Insurance provides financial assistance to the organization if this person becomes disabled or dies. All disability, health, and life insurance policies fall in this category. The building the business operates out of, the contents and equipment used to run the business are all property and are exposed to potential loss by fire, theft, and a number of other perils. If these assets are damaged, the business cannot operate. Insuring the property may only be required if a lien exists, but being able to replace it after a loss is imperative to continuing operations. Liability insurance protects the business owner against negligent acts. If a customer or guest gets injured, the business is accused of damaging someone's property, or the organization is sued for a number of reasons. Slips, trips, and falls are the largest loss potential for any organization with a physical presence. Selling a product or service creates an exposure of injury or damage to others. Whatever the business's niche focus is, there is likely a professional liability exposure. Those with a professional license, such as hairstylists and realtors, should have insurance protection if they are accused of making a mistake that causes injury or damage to others. If the company owns vehicles or employees use their vehicles in the course of business, there's a liability exposure. Auto liability insurance is mandatory in Wisconsin. Once a company sustains a loss, they will either have additional expenses to stay in business, a loss of income because they are out of operation, or both. Business interruption insurance provides coverage for this. Creating a checklist and discussing the loss exposure with your insurance agent will assist in assuring adequate coverage is present if and when it is needed. I'm Martha Lester, and thanks for watching this week's 2-minute TREP tip.